How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I think we both like to apologise for anything we may have said last night.
Cutting in line. Cutting in line.
Not me, I think I nailed last night.
Okay, Max, last night you said that. I'm sorry, it was like the end of the night, but you said a fan like chopped off part of like your hair, or were you just talking about your haircut?
Oh no, I was talking about a haircut.
Okay, good.
That's how drunk he was.
Okay, good.
My fan didn't chop off my hair. I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I'd be touched and honoured, but nonetheless we'd have a problem.
So Jake, kind of jumping right in.
Do it.
In the book, there was a lot of brother bonding between Kyle and Ian that we didn't really get in the movie.
Right.
Did you still incorporate some of that into the character development, or?
Yeah, Boyd and I, as much as we could. He plays guitar, I play guitar, so we spend time together in that fashion, sort of bonding in that way. But yeah, that was constantly always going on. He's such a fine actor that there was a scene in the infirmary where after he tries to kill Wanda. I mean, he was on my coverage, like he was giving it to me, like he was mad dogging me, and that's that was really great, and I think that really helped us because we did have so little time to sort of build this thing between us. Shout him out.
There you go. Okay, so I did this question earlier for your dialogue for Max. Learning our accent, usually you work with a coach. Is there any phrase or word that you...
There was one phrase actually where every time I said it, Saoirse would burst into laugh. Oh God! There are no humans. There's no medicine out there. You souls have destroyed it all. And it was so. I had to walk round the corner, and she said, "We've got to go and get medicine." I'd come in, going, "There's no medicine left. You souls have destroyed it all." And it was like G.I. Joe. It wasn't good acting. It wasn't good accent. It was nothing.
Is there a favorite word that you had to learn that's now stuck in your head in the American accent?
Fierce.
Fierce?
Fierce.
Awesome. I love that one for you.
So fierce.
Very Tyra Banks.
And this is all on video.
This is not coffee.
He hasn't slept since last night either.
Oh my God.
So, Jake, was it difficult trying to have chemistry with two different actresses playing the same part?
Well, not entirely, because I only saw Wanda. I tried to in the moments where like she had to kind of have an aside with Melanie. Just as an actor, I tried to occupy myself organically, so I wouldn't sit there and go, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" So that was kind of my trick for myself, was to kind of find things to do, because I didn't know, obviously didn't know Melanie. I only know Sadie, so it was easy for me to only have that one thing. Saoirse had all the hard work.
Was there any advice Stephanie gave you to help with your character development?
I went up to Stephanie pretty much day one and said, because let's all be honest, we all know that the internet fan cast are parts. So there was a bit of pressure, and there was a bit of pressure the fact she'd written the book. So I went up to her and I said, Stephanie, God, am I getting Jared right? Is there anything you need to tell me, or anything I'm doing terribly wrong? And she said, no, you were cast for a reason. We were both cast for a reason. We trust your instincts. We trust your interpretation. Now, day one, just go and make the character yours. Which was nice. It kind of took all the pressure off.
Yeah, I mean, same thing for me. I mean, she was on set, but you kind of have to go search her out. And even when you do, she's kind of just like, talk to Andrew. Because she really entrusts people with her work. And I think that was because she was able to be a part of the hiring of all of those parts. And so, I mean, what could she do? She hired the people she wanted, which doesn't always happen.
For each of you, what was your favorite scene to film?
I'm getting quite redundant with it, but for me, I guess there's two. The quick one was when we were on the rocks with binoculars, looking out the Seekers, because
we just got to be kids.
First time in my career, I really felt like a kid again. But for me, it was the date scene between Ian and Wanda outside, because it was the last day of filming. It was a really nice scene to do with her. The sun was setting. You laughing at?
He's a big softie.
The sun was setting. Everyone was hugging, crying. I'm very much like Ian. I'm very sensitive, loving, and kind,
Sensitive,
giving.
involved.
But it was probably the best way we could have ended the entire movie out on this location.
My favourite scene, by contrast, it's slightly weird, I guess, but it's when Melanie Wanderer comes back to the cave and I hit it. Now, let me explain. The reason for this is Jared gets a bad rap, but I think the reason Jared is the way he is because he exists in really terrible, terrible circumstances. I mean, to lose the girl he once loved, but then to have her come back occupied, for all intents and purposes, as far as we know at that point, dead and gone, but having a daily reminder of that is terrible, and learning how to adjust to that. And, usually you know the emotional trajectory a scene's going to take, but in that scene I had no idea. I was really nervous about it. I didn't know if I wanted it in the movie. But having all the actors there, all the pressure on, I found a huge amount of emotions came really quickly in that moment. Anger, pity, love, hate, all really sort of instantaneous and mixed up. So it was a kind of microcosmic example of Jared's struggle, which I...
This is all one big excuse to hit a girl. This makes it better.
Don't put that out.
I was feeling all these emotions.
Oh, I'm so a ball.
I was feeling fierce.
I'm just a ball.
So, would you react to Wanda the way Ian and Jed reacted, or like say if you were in the cave, or would you react the way that Maggie and Jerry reacted to her?
See, I tease him, but I will give him this. I don't think any one of us would act differently if this was a true story and we were invaded and we were living in a cave. Yeah. And this was brought in. The love of your life was brought in, and then they were hijacked.
We had 2 weeks of rehearsal to kind of get on the same page. And even though the souls are well intentioned and they're trying to steer our world down the right path, they have done one thing, which is commit global genocide, as far as we're concerned. So we do have a chip on our shoulder, so to speak, until we learn better.
So what's the